What's up, everyone? Welcome back to That Disney Girl. So today, we're gonna do a different kind of video. We're going to be doing like life update because so many things have like updated in my life lately, and also like a Q&A. I asked a bunch of you on Instagram questions you'd want to know and answer. I could have like sat down and talked to you guys about it, but I figured why not do it at EPCOT? It seems so much more fitting, and plus we could like eat and drink, and that's gonna make this so much more fun. So let's go. But I think this is how we're gonna do the video. All of the questions you guys asked me, I'm going to answer them, but all in like a different location or a different spot, so at least it's still kind of like entertaining instead of me just talking at you. We're gonna go to the World Showcase and answer questions around the world. I feel like that sounds super fun, and I made the wrong turn, so we're gonna go this way. So in order to begin, I think we need a drink. So we're at Citrus Blossom. There's a wine slushie. I love wine with every ounce of my being. Okay, we have our first drink. This means we could take our first sip of tea for this video. So you guys asked a bunch of questions. A lot of them are kind of similar to each other, so I'm going to address the one that was probably asked the most first. The thing you guys wanted to know the most was what my current living situation is. There's a mom screaming at her child right now. I'm just gonna let that happen and then we'll move on. Okay, so easy answer. Still a Canadian citizen, definitely not a US citizen, and I live and have a lease in Canada. I live in Toronto, Ontario, and that's where I'm from, and I will be going back there. Right now, I've obviously been in Orlando for a very long amount of time because I've been with Chris, which tea later. That's my living situation right now. When I'm here, I stay with Chris at home. I have my apartment that I pay rent for, even though I stay here with Chris. Can you tell that that breaks my soul that I have to pay Toronto rent prices when I'm not even in the city? Another big question was, am I going to move to Orlando permanently? Yeah, and I'll obviously go back to Canada as much as possible. Now let's move on to actual Canada, and when we're at that pavilion, I'll answer the next question. Oh my God, okay, we're walking into the Canada Pavilion, but I just forgot how good the maple popcorn smells. Alrighty folks, and the tea time continues with Alessa here in Canada, eh? Alright, so another big question that you guys kept on asking was about my job. So I'll kind of tell you the story about like just what I was doing, what I'm doing now. So I went to school for theater originally, was doing like a bunch of acting type stuff. Ended up wanting to do more behind the scenes stuff, worked with casting offices, ended up working at a talent agency for about almost 3 years, and it was great. I got to meet a lot of cool people, got to do a lot of really cool things, but I was just kind of like lacking creativity. I was missing like the sort of like fun aspect in my life. Everything became so business orientated, and I was on the clock 24/7. So that's why I ended up creating the YouTube channel, because I just needed a fun creative outlet that I wasn't getting at work. And then it just so happened that I had the opportunity to apply to Inside the Magic, which is a Disney, Universal, Entertainment, Marvel, Star Wars, a whole blog site on all of the fun things that we love to read. I ended up getting that job, and it's been awesome. So I started off working there just part-time because I was really nervous to leave what was a steady job. But after doing it part-time for a little bit, I realized like I was loving what I was doing. I mean, I was able to write about Disney World and Universal, and I was getting paid for it, which is amazing. I do it for free right now. Like, so then I was just like, I'm gonna take the leap. I quit my other job. I moved full-time to ITM, and then I came down here. Just like the trajectory of everything has been insane. I moved away from home. I was home for a bit again. Then I signed a new lease, lived there. I've only had that lease for a little bit. Now I've been here. I feel like I have 3 closets around the world. It's insane. Okay, and since we're done with Canada over here, we're gonna go and continue heading around the World Showcase, go to the UK Pavilion, you know? That was my Canadian accent interpretation. I know that the lighting in here is gonna be terrible, and that's okay. I don't know if you could see, right there is a Sorcerer Mickey, and I guess that's how they do like the topiary stuff, which is so cool. It's like an outline, and then they have to like put all of those florals, which are back there. And I just think that's really cool, because I've always wondered how they do it, and like, is there an outline? Do they keep them forever? Because like every year they look so perfect. And I'm like, where are you growing these things? Anyways, so we're here at the World Showplace Pavilion. This is what I got. Apparently the most popular drink here is the pink lemonade cider, so that's what we're gonna be having. Also got this house-made cheddar biscuit with salmon tartare on it. House-made cheddar biscuit. Take my credit card. Okay, so let's hammer out a few of your questions. while we taste some of these food items. This is really good. I feel like it can't have that much alcohol in it. It tastes like juice. Someone asked me what star sign I am. I'm a Cancer. My birthday is on July 14th. Where would I like to live in the future? And then kind of like a diversion, did it take some time to get used to live streaming so often? So obviously the second part has to pertain with Chris because I'm not a live streamer. I would love to live in different areas of the world. I'd love to go to like Europe and spend some time there. Oh yeah, and the live streaming thing, I think it's interesting. I mean, I vlog around the park, so I'm like cool with being a little bit more outside of my bubble. Every time I'd come to Disney with my friends, I'd have such a hard time vlogging because I felt like I was like disrupting their vacation just because I was taking the time to like stop and talk about things and film things and like explain things, and then I was like, do you want to be on camera? And I think it's been pretty cool having Chris because it's the first time I have someone who like wants to be on camera with me. Before we continue, we need to eat some of this because who are we thinking I am? Okay, this is freaking cold. Still good though. Let's continue with tea time. I guess we've kind of already addressed the question I'm about to answer because it's a work-related question, but a lot of people have actually messaged me asking me like where I work as a cast member. I'm not a cast member. I've never been a cast member. Some people said that they've like seen me and taken pictures with me. Someone asked me how many times I've been to a Disney park. For sure, like at least 100 to 150 times, probably. Someone asked me what my dream job would be. I mean, my job right now is pretty freaking awesome. To top it, like I mean, I always want to be like a Disney Imagineer and work in like creating rides and like creative concepts and stuff like that. And if you've seen my videos, you know that they're all like theory-based and all of that fun stuff. So it'd be like in that sort of direction that I'd be really interested in. Is this my job interview? Hi Disney, my name's Alessa, please hire me. Which Disney princess do you most identify with? Belle is my favorite. Okay, so now we're in the UK Pavilion. All around me. So I got a few more questions. These are gonna be quick ones. We're gonna keep on walking to the France Pavilion because that's where we're gonna get some juicy gas. So what is the best drink at EPCOT? Either I'm gonna say the spicy margarita at La Cava del Tequila in the Mexico Pavilion, or Violet Sake at the Garden House in the Japan Pavilion. How old am I? I'm 25. People said, do I miss Canada? Yes, it was that pavilion right there, and now we're so many steps away. In all seriousness, yes, I totally miss Canada. I literally just got off FaceTime with my family, so they're the ones who told me to put on these ears to finish filming the video. So please just know that not eating inside of this ice cream shop in France is hurting me. I'm gonna answer a bunch of the questions about Chris. So if you didn't know, me and Chris got engaged in Vegas at the Paris Hotel in Las Vegas at the Eiffel Tower restaurant. That's why I wanted to be in the France Pavilion to talk about all of this stuff. A lot of people asked how we met, so I will tell you that story. I guess my channel started to get a bit more traction, and I was on someone else's like live stream. He saw me on that, then like looked at a few of my videos, and we just lightly chatted for a bit, and then like a while after we just FaceTimed one day. We spoke for like ever and every day from then. We were like talking, and then I finally got to come here and I got to see him, and it was all great, and obviously it was great because I came back. Okay, so we're gonna continue tea time with Alessa in Morocco. And I actually got a beer from Morocco, so it's a sour hibiscus guava beer. Let's take that first sip right now. It's really good, but it's just kind of warm. It came from like a tap, so maybe that's why, but it's really good. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that I get is, how do you afford to take so many Disney vacations in a year? I'm staying with my fiance, so that makes housing pretty simple, and I work remote, so I can work from anywhere in the world, which makes it really convenient. I've never taken like a week off or something to be in Florida. I just come here on my days off, or like right now I worked in the morning and now I'm at EPCOT at night. So I get the liberty and the luxury to be able to do those things and to go to Universal because Chris lives here and because I'm able to stay with him. If I wasn't able to do that, or if I was like not working remotely, then obviously it'd be really difficult. But even before that, I had an annual pass before I met him. I was coming to the parks like 3 times a year, solo trips with my friends, a whole variety of things. I think the biggest thing to do is just like save your money accordingly, stay at like the cheapest hotels, try to get the best deals possible. You could stay off property, and that's gonna save you so much money if you're not staying at a Disney resort. When I came on my solo trip, I think I paid like all in $1,500, which is pretty a pretty good deal to spend like a week in Disney and pay for the whole thing by yourself, meaning like you're not splitting that resort with anyone. And I stayed on property, so there are ways to do it. Okay, so we still have so much of this to drink, so let's answer one more question. Somebody was asking me what my favorite Disney hotel and restaurant are. You know what? I'm gonna kind of cheat the system, but it's because I can and no one can tell me otherwise. I'm gonna tell you my favorite value, moderate, and then I'm gonna try to pick a deluxe one, okay? For value, Pop Century by far, I think it's one of the best resorts on property. Bang for your buck. You got a Skyliner, newly renovated rooms, chef kiss, love it. In the moderate category, definitely gonna go to Coronado. If I can say the Grand Destino Towers, heck yeah, those things are luxurious. The rooms are just so beautiful. One time I asked to have a tour there just because I needed to see. I'll link that video down below, but oh my God, such a good price. Literally looks like a deluxe resort. So for a deluxe resort, I'd have to say it's between Boardwalk and the Polynesian. That's it for Morocco, folks. We have plenty more countries to get to and plenty more questions to attest to. The lighting in Japan is so terrible, but I'm gonna answer one question because we're in a new place, and that means with the game we answer a new question. What theme park did you work for when you were younger? And obviously I live in Canada and I worked at Canada's Wonderland. I was a performer there for like 4 years while I was in university because I went to school for theater, so that all made sense. Okay, so now we're in Magnolia Terrace in the America Pavilion. I cannot believe how dead it is here right now. Let's look at what the drink options are. I feel like it's all beer. We'll be sitting back at one of these tables in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so obviously I'm sitting here without anything. Everything was just like beer or like, I don't know, just food I didn't really want to eat. I feel like I have so many countries coming up ahead of me. So let's just do a quick little queue here while we have good lighting. I'll give you a decent one since a few people asked this, and it's actually like, yes, it sure has happened. But people were asking if like being online and on social media, even though I'm minuscule, do you get like mean things said to you? And yeah, you do. Even when I had like barely any like subscribers or followers. And also Diz Twitter could be a dangerous and dark place, and I'll just say that and leave it there. Let's go get some more tea, shall we? You guys, I know I'm blurry, but I am somehow alone in the Italy Pavilion. Which if you've been to EPCOT, you know that does not happen. People leave by like 9 o'clock, and when it's 10 p.m., the puck is all yours, baby! You guys asked me what my nationality is, and obviously I'm Canadian, but I'm also hella Italian and also half French Canadian. My dad's French Canadian, my mom was born in Italy, so ciao! Seriously, can't believe it's empty. Me and Donkey want some more tea anyway, so let's go look for it, shall we? So we were in the Germany Pavilion. I was just joking around with the cast members. They said if I could pronounce this German wine that I got, they would give it to me for free. I can't even say it right now. It's Apfelschwammer. It's a sparkling wine with an apple liqueur, and it has some fancy like hibiscus situation going on. I don't know if that's even hibiscus. It's something. Let's sip it. That's kind of strong. I love that they gave me this. Somebody asked, would I have, or would I move to America? Would I have even considered it or have done it if it wasn't for Chris? So moving to Orlando was something that I always kind of wanted to do. I actually applied to the international program right before it went down, so my application has just been like pending this entire time. But it was always something that I wanted to do for at least a period of time in my life. I didn't know exactly how long I'd want it to be. I still don't know how long I'd want it to be, but I don't know, my whole life has been like wanting to be here. And so the other day, Chris and I were actually with a couple of friends and we were speaking with them, and one of them said like, you hear people saying like, oh, you live in Disney World, like that's my dream, like I wish I could have that, like I vacation there. But it's like, you can live here, you can make that move if you wanted to. I know it's like uprooting your life and that sort of thing, but it is possible. And in my mind I was like, well, for now, if I can do that, why wouldn't I? Okay, so I planned on ending it in the Mexico Pavilion because we made it here. And my last question was, are you happy? And I was gonna say yes, like I am very happy, and I really like that someone asked that. I thought it was such a nice question. But now, Cava del Tequila is closed, so I'm not happy. Okay guys, I'm sweating. I'm back with Chris.
I heard that there was tea time around the world.
We have Kung Fu Punch and I have Chris, so I'm happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah, because it's you. Okay guys, we are freaking done here. We walked around the world, we had a bunch of drinks. I'm still drinking that Kung Fu Punch. I'm eating these crab cheese wontons. Also, these are so good. You need to order them if you come here. But anyways, if you enjoy being around Disney World, drinking with me, eating with me, you gotta make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give this video a nice big thumbs up, and comment down below what other kind of content you'd like to see here on That Disney Girl. But until next time, folks, I'm gonna be shoving my face with these cheese wontons, and I will see you all real soon. Bye, everyone.